Okay, hello everyone. Happy Monday to you. Today is August the 26th, and I want to welcome everyone to Les Brown's Monday Night Motivation. We're going to have a few announcements from Miss Stacy N.C. Grant. She's going to tell you how you can stay connected with us other than on Monday nights. So, Stacy, you can take it away from here.
Thank you, Anita, and welcome everybody once again to Les Brown's Motivational Monday Night Call. If you've been tuning in and are a regular listener, you know that when Les Brown is away, he sends representatives from his Platinum family. So we wanted to make sure that you had opportunities to stay connected to motivation all week long. You can start off on Sundays with Own Your Dreams with Ona Brown, Les Brown's baby girl, every Sunday night from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join in on the conversation live at 404-355-8699, or you can log on to www.love860860.com to listen in live. On Tuesdays, you can reach and hear from three phenomenal voices, starting with Hot Topics for the Soul radio show with Valerie N. Parker, and that's every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can call in at 760-913-4115 to listen and participate live, or you can log on to www.blogtalkradio.com/soul topics to be able to participate online. You can also maximize your life with the coaching call with Mr. Wade Randolph, the More Guy, every Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The dial-in number is 641-715-3300, and the access code is 799205. Then we have Heart Talk with Miss E every other Tuesday, 6 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time. And you can log on to www.blogtalkradio.com/Heart Talk with Miss E, or participate by calling in 424-675-8303. And on Thursday, Show Up for Your Life, the free motivational call with Mr. Andy Enriquez, every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can dial in at 712-432-6100, and the PIN number is 114431, or you can visit www.sufyl.com. That's www.sufyl.com, which stands for showupforyourlife.com. Thursdays, there's also the Story Forum call where you can check in with Dwight Pleasure and Dan Smith at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that number is 218-862-9322, and the code is 2468. You can get one-on-one coaching with our very own Anita Hicks and register for your session in a free bonus webinar by going to www.anitahicks.com. That's www.anitahicks.com. Space is limited, so make sure you log on today. You can also stay connected with me, Stacy N.C. Grant, Platinum Speaker and Empowerment Specialist at www.stacyStacNCGrant.com, where you can sign up for our upcoming opportunities to do the 21-day challenge. And come see Mr. Les Brown live in New York on Friday, September 20th at the Activate Conference. You can go to www.activateconference.com. That's activateconference.com to see Mr. Les Brown live in New York City. If you're in the area, log on. Space is limited. We'd love to see you there. And yours truly will be hosting that day. And please stay connected on Facebook with Les Brown at brown.les. That's brown.les is the official page for Mr. Brown on Facebook. And we look forward to continuing to give you more news and announcements about what's happening with the world of motivation and the master himself, Mr. Les Brown. I'll be repeating these announcements at the end of the call if you missed any of the information. Take it away, Anita Boo.
Thank you so much, Miss Stacy N.C. Grant, my platinum sister. Again, I want to welcome all of you for joining Les Brown's Monday Night Motivation with world-renowned motivational speaker, speech coach, and best-selling author, Les Brown. And for those of you that join us weekly, you know that this is the place for motivation, inspiration, and empowerment. I am Anita Hicks, your host, motivational speaker, life coach, and business trainer. And we appreciate and thank you for tuning in every Monday night. Let's see if Mr. Brown is on the call. Mr. Brown, are you here yet? I don't see your number showing up.
Mr. Brown's baby girl is on the call on his behalf.
Hey, Miss Ona Brown, how are you, my sister?
I am blessed and highly favored. How am I coming across clearly?
You are coming across loud and clear. And for those of you, I'm sure you know this is Mr. Les Brown's baby girl, Ona Brown, Coach Ona Brown, and we are going to be honored with her presence tonight, Miss Ona. So I thank you so much for what you are about to share with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Anita, and I appreciate you as well, Stacy. I send love and blessings to you. Thank you so much for being who you are. Okay, so I guess that means I start. All right.
Thank you, Ona. You put us in a trance already. You put us in a trance so we couldn't react because we love the words that come out of your mouth, my sister. Get away, girl.
All right. Okay, blessings. Thank you. Well, first of all, I just want to thank everyone for being on the call tonight. We thank you for tuning in every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time without fail. Rain, sleet, hail, snow, it's here, it happens, and it's just a beautiful sharing. It's a beautiful opportunity for people that have visions and goals and dreams to come together every single week to be inspired, to be uplifted, and to be empowered. So thank you for tuning in, and those of you who are tuning in, make sure you share this opportunity with other people so that they might tune in as well. And then also, I would like to thank everyone for your prayers, for just supporting the family as my father has been having some physical challenges that he's growing through. And so as a result of that, I just want to thank everyone for your continued prayers throughout the years, for just helping us and holding us up spiritually as a family as we continue to do what we're here to do to help make the world a better place. So without any further ado, I want to talk to you and share with you some very simple points and some very simple principles that will help you in taking your life to the next level and will help you in centering yourself as you look at where you are at this particular stage in life. The first thing that stood out to me as I was thinking about my father asking me to set in for him tonight on his behalf, I thought about the fact of how we miss the very moment that we have in front of us. And the reason why oftentimes we miss this moment is because we are preoccupied with the past. We're preoccupied with the future. We're preoccupied with things that have nothing to do with this particular moment. And one of my favorite books, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, he says in his book, to stay present in everyday life, it helps to deeply be rooted within yourself. Otherwise, the mind, which has incredible momentum, will drag you along like a wild river. I'll repeat that. To stay present in everyday life, it helps to be deeply rooted within yourself. Otherwise, the mind, which has incredible momentum, will drag you along like a wild river. And I think about the opportunities that we have in this thing called life, but we're missing it because we're preoccupied with the mind just pulling us around all through life like a wild river. If we don't get seriously serious about minding our mind and controlling our mind and disciplining our mind and being consciously conscious of what we do with our mind, then we can find ourselves on a journey that has nothing to do with the moment, nothing to do with your gifts, nothing to do with your talents, but everything to do with your fears and your worries and your concerns and your doubts and your all the things that might be cheating you from this beautiful moment called the present. And so in order for you to get more present, in order for you to get into the moment and get to that place of understanding who and whose you are and what you actually have and remembering why you're here, remembering your purpose and living out your unique, magnificent purpose for being on this planet and being in this thing called life, it's going to require you to do some simple things. And one is to just listen. That's right, just listen. If we could just take some time to get still and get away and bathe in the silence and just listen. Listen to life. Listen to what life has to share with us. Listen to the various stories that are being told each and every day. Listen to the various lessons that are being brought forth each and every day. There's a lesson in everything. Life is all around us speaking, but we're never really, oftentimes, we just don't take the time to get still and to listen. Because it's a beautiful art to be able to listen, but most of us are running our mouths. And our minds are running even faster. And so when I say listen, or you say, okay, Ona, what do you want me to listen to? Well, I was listening recently and thinking about this thing called life and Dr. Martin Luther King's march that they recently had in honor of the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. And I was listening to think about this man's life who was an amazing visionary who sacrificed who he was in order for all of us to have a better world and for us to understand the value of being human and recognizing all of the humans on the planet as equal individuals. And I love the quote that he said, everybody can be great because anybody can serve. I'll repeat that. Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. The Honorable Dr. Martin Luther King. And I thought about, wow, how am I serving? Is there any way that I can serve further? Is there any way that I can serve better? Is there anything that I can give more? Is there any way that I can do more to make this thing in life better for other people? And we look at our lives oftentimes and we think, well, I'm so busy and I'm so overworked and I'm so underpaid and there's not enough time in the day. I don't know how I could ultimately get to the place to be able to serve greater, but you know that there's more that you can do to serve. It's just a question of whether or not you're willing to do it, whether or not you're willing to get out of the way, whether or not you're willing to sacrifice some of your time, some of your energy, some of your money, some of your essence in order to be of service. And that's what he was. He was a magnificent servant. And so I was just listening to the life that he had lived and listening to the lessons within his life and even listening to my father going through a surgical procedure because of blockage. We have blockages in our life. We have blockages to our greatness, blockages to what it is that we want. But oftentimes we're not willing to get beyond those blockages, the obstacles, the things that are setting us back, the things that are holding us back. Oftentimes these blockages are mental, and they're holding us in a place of captivity. I had the Honorable Mr. I'm calling everybody the Honorable, so I'm glad to be in a thing called life, but Mr. James Brown, who is another one of my father's platinum speakers, and he has a book called Courage in Crisis, and he was on my radio show last night, and he talked about being a paraplegic and what that was like and how even though he has paralysis in his body, that he doesn't have paralysis in his mind. And he said that he would much rather be able to be free in his mind because most people are free in their bodies, but they are walking around with paralysis of the mind and not even aware of it. They don't even know that they're living the walking, living dead. They don't even understand that we have so much more that we can give to this thing. But we're caught in this place of not knowing how to get beyond our own blockages, how to get beyond our own fears, how to stop holding ourselves back and playing small and not giving enough to ourselves, because as a result of us not giving enough to ourselves, we're not willing to give more to our sister or our brother. We're not willing to give more to our goals, to our dreams, to our family, to our church, to our community, to our children. We get to this place of being depleted and malnourished. And when we get to those spaces, it's very challenging for us to get out. So here's what I say to you. Just take some time to listen. Listen to the lessons in your life. Listen to what it is that's going on around you and be open to learn how you can begin to really rise up to your next level of your power and your greatness. And I'm sure there must be challenging moments for each and every person on this call. None of us are exempt from challenges,
because it rains on the just and the unjust. And all of us, each and every one of us, have a cross to bear. And so somebody on this call might be dealing with the fact that, I was talking to a coaching client the other day, and she was just devastated that she found out that this gentleman that she has been loving and married to for years has been having an extramarital affair. And she lost herself in a moment of just sadness and depression and feeling as if she could not go on. And what I said to her was that even though she was in pain, even though he had hurt her, even though he had disappointed her, even though she didn't know if she could get to a place of forgiveness within her heart because of all that she had went through and all the tears and all the challenges that she was feeling in her life at this point, I said at the end of the day, you owe it to yourself to let your love outlast your life, outlast your living. And even though this person has done something that you wouldn't want to have done to you or you wouldn't imagine that they would do, and we've all disappointed each other, we've all let people down, none of us are perfect, we're all a work in progress. I said at the end of the day, when you get to that place of forgiveness in your heart, then you know that you have set yourself free from this situation. And just as Dad has always said, let go or be dragged. What's dragging you today? What's holding you back from your forgiveness, from your power, from your greatness, from your next level of success? Maybe it's not that someone has cheated on you. Maybe it's something in your business. Maybe somebody has wronged you in a business agreement. Maybe they let you down because they didn't bring what they could bring to the table, or they took money that was your money, or they stabbed you in the back, or they cheated you. It's still up to you to let it go. It's still up to you to get to a place of realizing that it's not serving you to tell every single person that gets on the phone with you for 5 minutes what somebody has done wrong to you, how they disappointed you, what they did wrong to somebody else. When we are utilizing our vocal cords and utilizing our minds and utilizing our moments and the breath in our lungs to talk about and to criticize someone who has fallen short, someone who has messed up, someone who is jacked up from the floor up, that does not serve who we are, and that is not taking us to our next level of greatness. So let it go and reach out to your next level of potential by releasing these people to their highest good and releasing them to an opportunity to be able to get freed up from whatever you're holding them back with. Yes, we get an opportunity to feel like, okay, well, you've hurt me, you've disappointed me, you've saddened me, but at the end of the day, we still have this life to live. And when you get to this point, as Bishop T.D. Jakes said, that you got a problem that man or money can solve, you ain't got no problem. You got a problem when only God can solve your problem. When they tell you, okay, you've got 3 weeks to live, get your life in order. Get your house in order because we don't think you're going to be here much longer. So ultimately, I'm saying to you, listen to life and then learn from the various lessons that life is trying to share with you. And think in terms of people like the Les Brown or the Honorable Nelson Mandela or even the Dr. Martin Luther Kings, different people, the James Browns of our time who are saying to us, guess what? I made it through. I'm making it through. I did this for you. I did it for your life so that you can live a better life. Everyone is here to make a sacrifice. Everyone is here to make a deposit. Everyone is here to find a way to shine their light in a greater, magnificent way. And if you are willing to do that, to become a part of these armies of agents of change and agents of hope, then it's up to you to get yourself out of the way and let go of the stuff that's holding you back. Let go of the small, petty conversations and let go of the gossip and let go of the criticism and let go of being a volunteer victim and let go of being a martyr so that people can misuse you and abuse you and you get to sit around and tell stories about it. Or let go of just being about trying to prove to someone else what's wrong in your life and being caught up in ego, which is edging God out, or pride which comes before a fall. Get beyond all of that and get into the upper room of your existence. Get up into the crevices, the quiet places of your life so that you can seek his face personally and see what's possible for you by getting to the next place of your own spiritual and mental and emotional development, because that's what's possible for each and every one of us. But oftentimes that journey it takes us letting go, and it takes us to be still, and it takes us to get in these places of being willing to learn and being a student of life. Even when we think we got all the answers, because we're in our 40s now, we're in our 50s now, and we're successful now. We got 3 credit cards and a gold chain, and, we got a little mortgage. At the end of the day, these things have nothing to do with who you are, because you are a human being, and you're not a human doing. And you have more in life to do than to just accumulate things, and to look around and look down your nose at people that may not be where you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically, in every aspect of their being. They may not be where you are, but they still are your sister. They still are your brother. We need to remind ourselves of a day when we were neighbors to each other. We were keepers of each other. We cared about one another. We had time to sit down and have some iced tea with somebody. We had time to sit down and just share with no television and no telephone and no all this crap that has nothing to do, that's just technically keeping us connected, but spiritually and emotionally we're more disconnected than we've ever been, because we don't know how to be in the moment even with ourselves. So it's very difficult for us to be in the moment with one another. So I don't know who I'm talking to on this phone, but I know that somebody on here, on this line, has somebody that they need to forgive. They get to forgive. Somebody on this line has some stuff they need to let go of. They get to let go of. Somebody on this line needs to call somebody and say, I love you. I appreciate you. You were there for me when nobody else was. And you know what? If I never blow up, and if I never give my name in lights, and I'm never considered a big, fabulous star on the red carpet, at the end of the day, I want you to know that you mattered in my life. And tomorrow is not promised for any of us. We may or may not be here tomorrow. We might all fall off the planet. It's possible. But if we are here, one of the things that we can do is take each moment, at least a moment in each day, to acknowledge ourselves, to acknowledge our lives and the fact that we are still living. We are in the land of the living, and it's not by accident or by chance that you are still here and so many other people are gone. So many other people paved the way for you to live the life that you're living at this moment. And if you can't do anything else but find ways to get still and to listen, and find ways to be able to find the lessons of life and to learn from life, remember that you can at least do that and share and spread some love. Because love is the most powerful thing, I believe, in the universe. And it's up for us, it's up to us to be able to have more love in our hearts. And that starts with the love that you have for yourself. Embracing yourself, accepting yourself, valuing yourself, celebrating yourself with all of your inadequacies and your shortcomings and your crazy ways and your weird trips that you might allow yourself to go on. You're still worthy of love. You still are uniquely made. You still are powerful. You still have greatness in you. You still have something good to share with this world. And so embrace yourself. Love yourself. And as you have more love in your heart for who you are, that will empower you to be able to have more love for others. And that's when you will be able to see how we can make this world a better place. And it's not going to happen by criticizing. It's not going to happen by focusing on what's wrong. It's not going to happen by celebrating whatever somebody has done, that is celebrating people that have done things that are, and I don't mean celebrating, let me just say this. It's not going to happen by focusing on all the things that are missing in your life. It's going to happen by celebrating all the things that are there and present in your life. And so you may not have all the money you want. You may not have all the love and support that you want. You may not have all the friends that you want. You may not have all of the success that you want. But here's what I know about you, and I don't know you. You're here. And as long as you're here, you still have a chance to leave your mark. You still have a chance to continue building your legacy. And you still have a chance to make your maker proud. So do it, and do it with a sense of urgency. Because as I said, tomorrow's not promised for any of us. And if we're willing to rise to the occasion and we're willing to get ourselves out of the way, then we can do what Gandhi talked about. He said you can find yourself when you lose yourself in others. So find yourself when you lose yourself in others. That means become the servant that Dr. Martin Luther King talked about, and become who you were designed to be, and stop making excuses for why you can't. Because this is your moment in time, and it's up to you to make it happen.
Powerful, powerful message. Thank you, Miss Ona Brown. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, Ona, you said such powerful words tonight. I was just talking to my son earlier, and I don't know if he's on the call tonight, but if he is on the call, this message was specifically for him, because I was talking to him about forgiveness and letting it go. It was I was like, was Ona in my conversation earlier today? He needed to hear it, and I'm sure there were others that were on there. So thank you on behalf of him. And if he's not on the call, I am definitely going to send him that message, because you said release the person and let them go to their highest, what did you say, highest calling? The languaging
good.
that you use? You
Release
say forgive them.
to their highest good. Forgive them and release them to their highest good.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that was powerful. So, Ona, I know people are listening on the call. I know you have your show on Sunday nights, and you can give us that information. And also tell people how they can get in touch with you for coaching or for training or for just coming out and speaking. How can they contact you?
Okay, wonderful. We have a call, we have a AM Talk radio show every Sunday night from 9 to 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time, and it's on Love 860 AM, and it's on the TuneIn app, so you can actually get it on your smartphone, or you can just go to www.onabrown.com, ONABROWN.com, and there's a link there on my web page, as well as go to follow me on Facebook on Coach Ona Brown or Ona Brown, or Own Your Dreams with Ona Brown on Facebook as well as Twitter. So definitely let's stay connected. Send us how you're doing. Send us how you're working on your dreams, how you're moving forward, and let us know how you are manifesting what you are here to do. That's what we're about, is just connecting dreamers together and bringing dream owners on. That's our passion, and that's what I'm up to.
Well, thank you so much, Ona. I know we don't get a chance to hear from you because I know you're busy and traveling and you have your radio show. But I'm sure while Les is traveling out of the country, we'll be hearing hopefully more from you. Is that a possibility on this call?
Definitely a possibility, definitely.
All things are possible.
Yes.
Well, Ona, I want to personally thank you again for those of you that have heard me on the call before. Ona has personally coached me, so I just want to personally thank you for the things that you've shared with me and how you've coached me. So I can personally say that Ona is a powerful coach, so thank you, my sister.
Thank you, Anita. And you never have you always remind myself of that and other people of that, and I think that is so beautiful of you, because oftentimes when we do get support or help or coaching from other people, we don't want to even tell people. We just want to be like, I did it myself. I'm the bomb. But I received coaching from Dad, and I was able to impart in you some of the things that I received from Dad and other people. My mother coaches me every single day, and you have been sometimes coaching me, and you don't know that you're coaching me just by how you show up to life. So I'm thankful, and I appreciate you, and much love to you.
Thank you so much. Well, Miss Stacy N.C. Grant, are you there?
I am here, and I would like to say the same to GOna. I tell you, you are just beyondthebomb.com. What a message tonight. You are consistently really helping other people to own their dreams by your actions and how you live. Continue to admire the work that you do, and as Anita said, just a wealth of knowledge and information that you share sincerely and authentically. I just appreciate you, my sister, and want to say that publicly before we go ahead with the announcements. But Anita, we know that GOna sometimes likes to get feedback, so I don't know. Maybe we should ask if she wanted a little tonight.
Anita don't like to do that.
Not on this call. I don't like to do that on this call. So we can do it on the for those that are listening, we have a platinum call, and if GOna wants feedback, we would love to give her feedback on the 9 o'clock call. How does that sound, GOna?
That sounds fine. I will be on that call though. But
no, do you want it? GOna? That's up to you.
I would like a little feedback. It's just weird when you feel like, you share and you hope that you impacted somebody, you touch somebody's heart. It just helps sometimes it's weird because you don't have an audience. I'm used to speaking to audiences, so that would be great.
No, I thought you were talking about feedback from me and Stacy. Now, we can always open the lines up. You tell me what you mean by feedback, GOna.
Yes, I would like to hear a little bit from the line, from the actual listeners on the call.
Absolutely. That's not what Stacy was talking about. Were you, Stacy?
It was.
Okay, I'm always down for opening up to hear from the callers. Yes. So we can do that. If you have time for that?
Yes, I do, for a few minutes, yes.
Okay, well, let's do that. We always like to engage the audience. And so listen, callers, now. I want you to be nice now. I don't want you to talk over everyone. We're going to open up the lines. I want you to *6 to mute your handset. And let's give GOna Brown some comments, some questions. We want to hear from you. So *6 to unmute your line.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
GOna Brown?
Yes.
Hi, this is Queen Mallard calling, and I want to thank you for that, the comment about the being able to take a coach, because your dad doesn't like to take too much coaching from people like me. So, but I'm coaching him now. We're taking good care of him. He looks good. So I just want you to let you know he looks good, and he's taking coaching from me about health.
Yes. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Thank you for saying ego. I really appreciated that.
Hello.
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 Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead. The gentleman, I think I hear a gentleman. We hear you loud and clear.
Hello.
Yes, this is Mark Allison.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you were talking about coaching, and then with all the computer technology and all, I found that it's so hard to find people who will really sit down and coach you, like Booker T. Washington did, and Olivia Davidson and Mary McCall Bethune. Do you think that's true nowadays?
Yes, there's a lot of people that sit down and coach you.
Are you Les Brown's daughter?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I saw your dad a couple weeks ago in the Raleigh airport. We're born the same month, and he's born February the 17th. I'm February the 1st.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah. So I find it graduating. I shared something with him because he's from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sharing with him, and he stopped at the Raleigh airport, and we started talking. I said, I was able to meet Booker T. Washington's daughter, Portia, when I went to Tuskegee. And Portia actually taught me.
He feeling was GOna.
Okay. Well, thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Hello. Ona Brown, Miss Ona Brown.
Hello.
I just want to say that I love you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want you to know that I think you are so great. I really needed to hear this call tonight. I really needed to hear what you had to say. And I love you, and I love your dad, and just keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes.
Hello, Ona.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Anna Queen,
Yes.
and I just wanted to tell you I love to hear you and your dad. You're very inspiring, motivating, and forward moving.
All right. Thank you so much.
And I wanted to tell you that the saying your dad has about there is greatness in you.
Yes.
Last Monday, after listening to you, the next day I wrote a little addition to that. There is more greatness within you than there is without you. So we need you to keep on keeping on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And I also wanted to let you know, because of you guys, I found the courage to let it squeeze the yes I can out of me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Ona.
Thank you. Yes, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, I want to just say that tonight, I'm sure people tell you all the time that you were awesome, but what I really got out of your message tonight was just celebrating yourself. I was thinking to myself today, oh, you know, I'm not exactly where I want to be. I don't have it all together. But your message just reaffirmed that you can celebrate yourself in the process, and you don't have to be happy when you get it all together. And just being in the present, not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future, but just worrying about right now and being happy for what's going on right now. I really appreciate that message.
Perfect. And I know somebody got what I was sharing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yep.
Ona, this is Nanette Barry from Palmdale, California. How are you?
Great.
Good. Yeah, I wanted to share the same sentiments of the woman who just spoke, because one of the things I thought was being present can solve a lot of challenges we're having. You know, just being in the moment. I was recently watching these centenarians who are in the Olympics and who are doing all these great things in life at the age of 100, 102, and that was the recurring message, was just be present in the moment. Don't hold on to too many things in the past, and live every day like it was your best. So
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Ona,
Yes.
this is Rhonda, the Energizer in Atlanta. How are you? I was your dad's herbalist for a few years ago. You remember me?
Yes. How are you, Ms. Rhonda?
I've been doing great. I just wanted to tell you I greatly enjoyed you. I pray that all is well. I just thank you for your light. I thank you for the day you were born, you were pushed into the atmosphere to release your greatness, and that's exactly what you're doing. And I just know your dad is proud of you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you guys. So thank you, Miss Anita, for taking time to do that and opening the lines.
God bless you and be encouraged.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for sharing those words. We certainly appreciate you. I'm going to put it back in presentation mode. All right, so thank you so much for clarifying that.
All callers are muted.
I never know if you're available to open up the lines, but it is always great to get feedback. So thank you for being available for that. Okay, yes. Stacy, would you like to share share your information? Stacy?
Uh-oh. I am here, Anita. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right now. Well, first of all, I just want to thank and salute you again, Ona Brown, thebomb.com, for doing an amazing job. And I could feel that you wanted to just connect with all of those callers who said exactly what we knew, that you touched their hearts in a very special place and left an impact on where they're going next. And Anita, thank you for the opportunity to share these announcements. Always love being on the call with my diva phenomenal and amazing sister. So, on to the announcements. Sundays, you heard Ona Brown herself tonight. Stay connected every single Sunday night. Own Your Dreams with Ona Brown. That's 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can log on to www.love860am.com or onabrown.com. And if you're brave enough, you can call in at 404-355-8699. On Tuesdays, you have Hot Topics from the Soul Radio Show with Valerie Ann Parker, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can listen live at www.blogtalkradio.com/Soul Topics or call in and participate on the show, 760-913-4115. You can maximize your life with Coaching Call with Mr. Wade Randolph, the More Guy. Tuesdays from 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The dial-in is 641-715-3300. Access code 799205. There's Heart Talk with Miss E. Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can call in at 424-675-8303 or log on to blogtalkradio.com/Heart Talk with Miss E, the letter E. Thursday, Show Up for Your Life with free motivational call, Mr. Andy Enriquez, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dial-in number 712-432-6100, and the PIN is 114431. Or visit www.showupforyourlife.com. That's SUFYL.com. The Story Forum call is with Dan Smith and Dwight Pleasure. Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 218-862-9322, and the code is 2468. You can call in to see when the next call will be for the Story Forum call. And, of course, get your one-on-one coaching with the one and only Miss Anita Hicks. Log on to www.anitahicks.com, AnitaHicks.com. You can register for your live coaching session and get a bonus webinar, Speak Your Authentic Life, and get a copy of an audiobook featuring Mr. Les Brown and Anita Hicks. You can also stay connected with me, Stacey N.C. Grant, Empowerment Specialist and Platinum Speaker at www.stacey, like North Carolina, Grant, GRANT.com. And if you're in the New York tri-state area, see Les Brown live Friday, September 20th, 2013 at the Activate Conference with Chief Activator Lucinda Cross, and that's www.activateconference.com. www.activateconference.com. Please stay connected with Les Brown on brown.les on Facebook for you to hear new and exciting information about where Les will be next and what's coming out from his movement of creating 100,000 voices of hope globally. Thank you for listening to the announcements and being on the call. Anita Hicks, you can close out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, and we appreciate you joining us each and every week. Please invite someone to join us on the call next Monday night. And you've heard all of the messages. Please go to Les Brown's page at brown.les and let him know how his baby girl did tonight. We want to hear your words on Facebook and connect with us. And as always, I want to remind each and every one of you to never, ever give up on your dreams, because the world awaits your light, your authentic gift. God bless you all, and God bless your dreams. Good night, everyone, and thank you again, Ona Brown. Good night, everyone. Good night, Stacy, and thank you so much, my sister.
Good night, Anita. Thank you. Good night, Ona.